Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and I've got a very good one for you today because I am at the Laguna Niguel Botanical Garden, which is beautiful. Day after rain, just really nice, really peaceful. A lot to walk and see, a lot of cool stuff. This Thanksgiving will be the most expensive Thanksgiving in all of our lives. There's no way to avoid it. But don't worry, stock market's at an all-time high. Everything's fantastic. You've got nothing to worry about financially with you and your family. It's all gonna be great. But we just won't be able to afford anything or have anything this Thanksgiving. That being said, please take a second to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, share this with all your friends and colleagues, and let's get into it. This Thanksgiving, there's not one thing, not one, nothing that is not going to cost more if you can find it. Now, this is absolutely crazy because starting with the turkey is up over 20% right now. And the average person, right now they're talking about turkeys. Last year, they were $1.15 a pound. This year, they're gonna be $1.41 a pound. It's over 20% increase. Which is staggering, but when you look at it compared to 2019, it's gone up even more, and they thought last year's jump was huge. So again, everything. Stuffing has gone up, again, 24%. Butter has gone up 18%. Every single thing involved with your Thanksgiving day dinner, from the plates, from even the roasting pan. If you buy a temporary, one of those aluminum roasting pans, those have gone up almost double in price. Every single thing involved with this day, as far as the meal is concerned, from the yams have gone up, celery has gone up, carrots have gone up, absolutely everything. The onions have gone up, and it's absolutely staggering. So that being said, turkey itself, right now, they're recommending that people, if you see turkeys right now, that you buy the turkeys as soon as possible. Okay, a month early, okay? Guys, that is crazy when you think about that. So we're experiencing a time in our life where absolutely everything is a shortage, an absolute shortage of everything when it comes to all this. So you're seeing everything from the olives, the condiments, the gravy, everything involved in this is going to be more expensive, and you run the risk of a shortage. Now, the local supermarket near me, they have one of those displays every year, takes up the aisle, in the back of the store before the milk, so you have to walk and see this thing, and it takes up a whole, it takes up a row. They build basically an aisle with the stuffing, the olives, the gravy, every single thing that you could possibly want. The baster, everything is there that you could buy. All of it is so much smaller. And again, by design. Well, what's the problem? I mean, are you guys not getting it? No, we're not getting it, Dan. We're not getting the amount of inventory that we got in previous years, and we're concerned that we may not get any more. So again, guys, Thanksgiving Day, if you want to participate in this, and if you're going to make a meal, I'm telling you, I would highly recommend that you shop early for this, because it is absolutely bleak with what we're seeing. And the economy that we're living in right now is so expensive compared to previous years. It's night and day difference. And again, I can't imagine buying a frozen turkey, months in advance, okay? I mean, I've always been a guy that, loves the organic turkey, and, I want to get a free-range turkey that's a free thinker, that was never yelled at. That's my thing. Anyways, to buy a turkey this far in advance, I can't even believe it, but they're saying you may not have it. Now, just for side note, had lunch with my daughter today, and we talked about previous Thanksgivings, that we spent a lot of them at restaurants, okay? Family members ill, we started to go to restaurants. We had great meals at restaurants through the years until they got crappy. But anyways, go to a buffet, fantastic. Everybody gets what they want. And it's just, you know, it's a great way to do it. But share your thoughts on this. You know, as we talk about being with family and being together, this is the perfect time to get ready for Thanksgiving. You know, are you going to have everybody together? I know I am. But the cool thing with this is that you're just, you know, the expense of this stuff, this is affecting the people on the fixed income. This is affecting everybody on a regular basis. And what we're seeing right now is with the stock market, everything's at an all-time high, guys. Everything's fantastic. There's no problems. The ships in California, I know you guys are sick of hearing me talk about this, but they're just getting more and more and more backed up. They've got these hedges here in the background, you know, you can walk through. They've got the rose garden. Some of this stuff is closed because of the rain. They don't want you to walk on the muddy trails and stuff like that, which is cool. But just a really peaceful, nice area to walk through. Again, share your thoughts on this. There is no truth to the, you know, to our markets right now, because the average person is hurting right now. McDonald's up the street from here, $15 an hour to go work there, okay? Starting wage. Del Taco, $16 to $20 an hour here locally. I mean, again, it's not a career, but they cannot get these people to answer these ads and to work at these places. That's what they're experiencing. And again, you know, we're gonna see a time, first time ever, where you're not gonna be able to buy stuff for the holidays. And, you know, in the UK, you know, we have turkey for Thanksgiving because we celebrated leaving, you know, Britain. But anyways, they have the Christmas bird, you know, around Christmas. And they're concerned in the UK that they're going to have the same shortages. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. If I forgot to say like and subscribe and join our email list, the email list is a link in the video description below. It's free to join, sign up for it, okay? Share your thoughts on this. Let's get into some of the national news also. Now, to continue with the port story just for a second, one thing that we're seeing is so much backlog with the port that the Port Authority is going to start issuing fines to the companies to clear out the empty containers. They have between 3 and 6 days to clear out the containers. If they clear out the containers, they will not be fined, okay? $100 a day. This will motivate people so that they will not leave the containers there. So we'll see if this works or not, guys. So again, there are thousands of empty containers in the area of the Port of Los Angeles, absolutely a ton. And there's nothing just left there, okay? And they're doing nothing about them right now. Now the next thing is BlackRock, the company that owns so much of everything. One of the co-founders, Stephen Schwarzman, came out and said that he is totally concerned about energy prices and that they see a huge spike in oil, that it's easily going to hit over $100 a barrel, and that he's concerned that there's going to be civil unrest this winter because energy prices are going to get so out of control in the coming months. Now, guys, that being said, his sentiments were backed up by Larry Fink, who's the CEO of the company. And again, coal, oil, natural gas, it's all skyrocketing right now. And you're seeing it shoot up in such a way that in the cold climate areas, it's gonna be too expensive for some people to heat their homes, okay? That is awful to think about. I am already getting people write me and tell me, oh, Dan, you know, we have a wood burning stove, keeps the place warm. I mean, you know, if you live in a city or you live in a high rise, you live in, you know, a 4-story building, you're not having that happen. And there's a lot of people that cannot afford their energy costs to go up double or triple, which is what you're going to see. So, you know, share your thoughts on this. Is this guy nuts? I mean, I think he is nuts, but is he right on his thoughts and his sentiment of what's going to happen with all this? So please let me know. I want to know what you guys think about all this, and share your thoughts. There's a great article out of the New York Times saying that the bond market is finally concerned about inflation, and you should be listening as well. Inflation is basically at a 30-year high. It's jumped tremendously. But the bond market has always been something very stable, and people have been able to rely on it and understand the consistency of where things are going to go, where they're at, where they're headed. The bond market basically was thinking that we'd have 3% inflation. They don't think that now, okay? They're concerned that with Jerome Powell finally admitting that inflation's here to stay and that there's a real problem, that they see that this has got to be fixed in a big way quickly. Energy prices went up 25% in the last few months. 25%, guys. You're seeing everything around us go up, but these inflationary tools that these guys follow in the bond market that determine where things are headed financially and what they're going to put their money into is completely out of control. And as the bond markets change and as they make different decisions, you need to look at that too. But take this seriously, that things are going to go up. Now, you know, can you make more money? Problem with it is that jobs right now, people are not making a large enough wage to cover the difference right now. The people that are on fixed incomes like Social Security, they're not gonna be in good shape next year, because if they got 10%, I don't think it would make a difference. The 5.9% that they're getting on average is not going to be something that's going to be, it's not gonna fix everything for everybody. That's absolutely for sure. So take a look at the article. It's from the New York Times. And again, you know, what are you saying? You know, I'm sick of people talking to me like I'm a third grader and don't worry, it's no big deal, it's no big deal. It is a big deal. This is a huge deal. And what we see and what we're paying at the gas pump. Everybody's freaking out about that video where I had that ridiculous criminal that was charging so much to use the credit and debit cards there. We're seeing more and more things like that right now, which again, everybody does this. You go into the gas pump and you say, oh, $20 on pump 6. You swipe your card and you've just been clipped for 90 cents a gallon. Now, that being said, okay, what can you do to save money, prepare yourself, prepare your family, and get ready for all this? Because so many people are not ready for what's coming and where it's at. But when the bond market starts to get concerned about this, that's when you need to take a look at this as well. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. And again, the energy costs and the energy increase is going to be a huge, huge problem for everybody. This place, it's really nice. You know, there's kids playing, there's soccer fields, there's an upper soccer field, there's a skate park, there's a water park that's open on the weekends and when the weather's hot. But just a beautiful, beautiful place to walk. And you got the gazebo back there. You can sit out there and hang out. People have asked me about my internet. I have a hotspot that's really cool that I can get up to 16 people on at one time. So you could have a meeting. I could have a meeting here if I wanted to, and everybody could have internet without their phones and have their laptops open. It is an absolute game changer. I have internet TV, runs my internet TV perfectly wherever I'm at. So very cool stuff. One thing that you're going to see a lot of between now and the end of the year is you're going to see federal funding that is available right now that will dry up. One thing that I am an absolute expert on is getting grants for people. And one thing that is happening right now is that you're going to see places that were given money and they're basically, you know, given a time limit as far as when that money has to be dispersed. Now, the problem with that is some of these places are not the most efficient. They're bureaucratic, to say the least, okay? That being said, people like the SBA right now, they are in the process of saying, hey, we need more grant recipients for the EIDL program. Now, again, if you guys are interested in the grant through the SBA, we'll leave the link below. You can fill it out for your business. And again, they're basically doing this on low-income areas as far as where your business is located. Now, the city of Los Angeles just announced a new grant program where they're going to have 5,000 grants at $5,000 a piece. And the cool thing with this is that, again, you have to be in the city of Los Angeles and have a business, but it's a lottery system. In other words, you fill out the paperwork, which I've looked at, it's very simple, and then they put you into a batch. And you have between now and November 3rd to do this, and the people that do this are eligible for the grants. And then they're gonna randomly pick from the people that are eligible to get $25 million, you know, their share of $25 million. So if that interests you and you're in the city of Los Angeles, sign up for that. But again, within the city, county, and state that you're in, you need to constantly be looking right now. Clear the cache and the memory on your, and the history on your computer, and do a search within the city, county, and state that you're in, because there's going to be grant programs where they're going to announce this. And again, you know, they may go on TV like Los Angeles, but odds are they're not, okay? And this money's gonna be spent. If it's not spent and not disseminated, it gets given back to the federal government. So constantly look at this. And again, these grant programs are out there. If somebody wants to pay their utility bills, they want to pay their cell phone bills, they need money with utilities, you can do that. You know, the state of Utah had a program where they were giving $2,000 a month to people to pay rent. So there's still rent money available, there's still money like that available, but you need to sign up for it and search for it. And as these things come out, I will give them to you and pop them out. But they're definitely regional, like the Los Angeles thing. I've got a lot of, you know, subscribers from the Los Angeles area, but sign up for this and take advantage of it now, because again, they're gonna write you a check for $5,000, which is a lot of money, and they're gonna give it to somebody. And they're doing this, which is incredible, the fairest way possible, meaning you meet the criteria, you get thrown in the bucket, then they spin it, and then they're gonna pull them out, the 5,000 people out of that bucket. So if they get 5,000 people that sign up, everybody's getting the grant. If they get 10,000 people, half of them are getting the grant. So take a look at this, share your thoughts on all this stuff. And again, you know, if you ever reach out to me and say, Dan, I need, you know, money to start my trucking company. Okay, great. Tell me if you're in, you know, this county and this state. That's more helpful than anything else. So good luck. Let me know if this helps you guys. Now, to go back to the food theme of the expense of everything, one thing that is absolutely skyrocketing is the price of coffee. So your Thanksgiving coffee is going to be at an all-time high if you can get it. Coffee futures went up an additional 5% this week, and coffee prices are at a 10-year high. Now, there was a drought last year in Brazil and it dramatically affected supply, but can you get your coffee beans? Okay? And everybody who drinks coffee, you know, it's like a beer drinker. You have a brand, you have something you like. I like this, you know. You know what's funny is, I'll talk about beer. I've always wanted to buy Pabst Blue Ribbon. I wanted to buy that company. I thought that would be the coolest thing in the world, to say that I own Pabst and just make it, you know, America's brand. Anyways, we can all dream, can't we? Anyways, coffee is at an all-time high. Plus, you know, the other thing is your pumpkin pie, all-time high. The fake whipped cream out of the can, all-time high. Everything that goes along with that, from the brown sugar, even the yams, even those horrible mushrooms that my grandmother used to make, where she'd candy coat those yams with that marshmallow goo. You gotta eat some of it. No, you know, I'm glad I'm the adult now, so no. And but coffee's at an all-time high, guys. And you know, one thing that's interesting is I love CBTL. I love their rewards program. It is truly the best program out there for coffee programs. It's just, you get so much free stuff when you buy there. I have the CBTL coffee machine, and they are running out of coffee pods like you wouldn't believe. And finally, well, we really don't want to talk about this, but you're a platinum member, and I'll tell you what's going on. And that is that we changed suppliers, and they're now in the Philippines. So those ships out there, your coffee's stuck on there. So that's crazy, guys. That's what we're seeing with coffee pods. So think of everything else that you can't get, from hardware to food to supplies to tape to a little bit of everything, is on those boats out there. And the coffee pods are the same thing. So what else is out there? Share your thoughts on this stuff. I really want to know what you guys think. But again, you know, coffee is just, it's going up. It's going up at Starbucks, individual cups, everything, okay? It's all at an all-time high right now. This place is great. There's tons of places to sit. There's all these different walking trails and places. You can just be by yourself, and it's just really, really cool. But one thing that the Fed tried to sell, which was this transitory inflation that, don't worry, it's going to go away. And there is a great op-ed piece written by Mohammed Al-Arian, who is a economist, and talking about how this is a real problem. And not only are they going to have to do something about it, they're going to have to fix this quickly and a lot sooner than they ever thought they would have to. And that being said, you're going to see the quantitative easing, and you're going to see them potentially have to raise interest rates much sooner than they ever thought. And this guy wrote a great piece on this. But again, you know, we've all been sold this bill of goods that don't worry, hey, look over here. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. And with everything that's happening in the job market right now, that people don't want to work, there's jobs everywhere. One thing that's crazy that I don't understand is even the holiday hiring right now at like the department stores. You're seeing the department stores begging people to work and get set up where they had no problems getting these people before. I know so many people that worked at like Macy's and places like that. They'd do their job and then they'd go work at Macy's for a few hours in the evening time and make a killing doing that. And every time I think about this, I think about this one woman who was beautiful, and she went out and sold perfume in the evening time. And just killed it doing that. But again, they're hurting for this. And I think that it's going to be very interesting as we see all these challenges with hiring and how it's going to result in holiday sales, if there will be a Black Friday, if we are going to see traditional holiday sales. Man, I'm telling you, I'm officially lost up here. So there is so much to see and so much to do, and you could just go through these trails. But again, if you want to get a holiday job, you should go work at Macy's and sell perfume. I think that would be great. I am going to end this video on this last couple stories. First things first, if you guys want to get a Webull account, it is absolutely free, and you can sign up for Webull and they will give you a free stock. If you make a deposit, they will give you an additional stock. The other cool thing is that you can trade cryptocurrencies on there, buy partial cryptocurrencies, even trade in the little craze Shiba Inu right now. Staircase goes all the way up the mountain if you want to do that. Another crypto story that's kind of cool is Tom Brady, whether you follow football or not, got his 600th touchdown this week for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The wide receiver, in his excitement, ran through the end zone, jumped up into the stands, and gave the ball to a fan. Now he sits down and doesn't realize that that was Tom Brady's 600th career TD, and was like, oh, what am I going to do? So the Tampa Bay management went to the guy and said, hey, can you give us the ball, because it's Tom Brady's 600th ball. They offered him peanuts, okay, to do this. And the guy was a good guy. If you saw the newscast about this, and he said, you know, what am I going to do, deny Tom Brady? And there's 1,000 people out there that hate this guy, 1 million people out there that hate this guy. So he did the right thing and gave it to him. I don't know what they offered him. They said that the ball itself at auction could have got $500,000, but Tom Brady just said that he's going to give this guy 1 Bitcoin for doing that. So share your thoughts on that. Is that a nice thing that Tom did? He said that the team did not offer the guy enough money. So I thought that was very nice of Tom Brady, whether you like the guy or not. Please do not forget to like the video. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues. The email list is below if you guys want to join the email list. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.